Limitations of planning. We know that planning is an important tool of management or important function of management, but it cannot be considered as a solution to all the problems that a business firm face. Many unforeseen activities that happens in the business environment may hamper the before set plan. Just the good example that we are facing, the pandemic, the lockdown that we are facing, it might have hampered all the plans that a business firm might have prepared for the previous year or for this financial year. So, managers are needed to modify the plans to cope up with the changing environment. So, we can say that in spite of best efforts of the management, sometimes planning might fail to deliver the result. Now, the limitations of planning is categorized into two: the internal limitations and external limitations. Internal limitation of planning are those limitations which arises within the organization, which can be taken care by the organization, and external limitations are those limitations which are there due to external environment changes, and they are which are beyond the control of the managers. So we will discuss these two in details. Internal limitations of planning are: planning leads to rigidity, or there is a limited flexibility in the planning. Planning may not work in the dynamic or environment. Planning reduces creativity. Planning involves huge cost. Planning is a time consuming process. Planning does not guarantee success. And external limitations are natural calamities, changes in the government policies or new economic policies, change in technologies, change in competitors' policies or the strategies of competitors, change in taste, fashion, or trend in the market. Now we will look into internal limitations in details. First limitation is planning leads to rigidity. A well-defined plan is drawn in an organization to achieve some specified objectives, and once plans are made, generally it is being followed by the managers and all other people in the organization to achieve the goals, and the managers may not be in a position to change them. But what will happen if there is a change in the outside business environment or inside? So, a pre-decided plan, when the circumstances are not suitable to that plan, may not bring positive results for the organization. And managers also wants that their employees should follow the plans blindfoldedly. So, the rigidity and the inflexibility may prove to be the costly and may not be beneficial for the organization. It also discourages the individual initiative and creativity. The next is planning reduces creativity. Planning is an activity which is generally performed by the top level management, and the rest of the members or the employees of the organization, they just have to implement these plans. As a result, others are not allowed to deviate from plans, and they are not granted power to act on their own. In the principle of initiative is lacking when planning is imposed on the rest of the employees. So much of the creativity and initiative in them gets reduced. They stop giving suggestions and they are there only to execute the orders from the top management, and they don't even attempt to formulate the plans according to the required situation. So we can say that planning reduces creativity. Now, planning is a time consuming process. Yes, planning is a very lengthy process which might lead to the delay in the action, because when you have to plan, the plan should be very solid in nature, and it is not always necessary or always possible for a firm to change the plan. So generally planning is done after looking into various pros and cons of the decision, or various after doing various scanning of the business environment. So
So,
planning is considered to be a time consuming process. Now the next is planning involves huge cost. Planning is generally done by the experts, and experts, when they are called to plan, they charge a higher fees, and huge costs are also involved by formulation of plans. And one thing you should know, that whatever things which consumes much time, generally they are costly in nature. When managers, they have to plan, they need to do forecasting, they need to gather information, they need to analyze those information, meetings are held, preliminary investigations are done to find out the feasibility of the plan. Then they evaluate the various alternatives. Doing all these activities, generally, uh, it keeps on adding cost to the plans. Yes, planning is an intellectual process. As already I have said, that management, they have to hire, sometimes they have to hire experts, and they have to pay a huge amount of money as their fees. So uh, sometimes it also happens that the result that they get after implementing the plans, it is much less beneficial in nature when you compared it with the cost involved in the planning. Clear? The next limitation is planning does not guarantee success. We know that success of any organization is possible only when they will do the planning properly, and after implementing, and the planning should be implemented and executed properly also. Managers, or we can say that humans, they have got a tendency to rely upon the previously tried and tested successful plans. But it is not always true that a plan which has worked successfully in the past will bring success in the future also, because there are so many factors of the business environment which may not be present at that time and are present in the current situation. So there is a possibility that when you will implement the same plan of the past, they may not give you the required result, or they may lead to the failure of the plan. So plans must be formulated and implemented in the light of the changing environment. And the last limitation is that planning may not work in the dynamic environment. How much the environment is dynamic? The present situation gives the example itself. Whatever planning has been done by the firms, definitely it is not going to work in the present scenario. The present pandemic and the crisis has changed all the economic, social, technological, legal, and political environment. So now, when the work has been started on phase wise in our country, or in or all over the world, the organization, now they have to adapt themselves to the present changes or the present situation in order to survive. So whatever they have planned before, now once again they have to revive their planning. These are the internal limitations. Now we will look into the external limitations. The first one is natural calamities. Natural calamities such as flood, earthquake, famine, etc. All these things may result in the failure of plan. Technological changes. The introduction of new technology may lead to the failure of the plans for the products using old technology. So we have to look after those natural calamities and the technological changes when we formulate the plan or when we implement or execute the plans. Now, three more are there: changes in the government, strategies of competitors, and changes in fashions. Uh, when generally a firm, they don't have any control over the government decisions or their policies. If government economic policies or industrial policies are changing or are changed, so they cannot carry out their previously framed plan. In even the competitors, if they will change their plan of the marketing or the production of any product, the firms, they have to change their plan immediately to cope up with the new competition. So the final conclusion is that planning cannot be taken as a substitute for success of any organization because it suffers from many limitations, but it also does not mean that managers should not perform planning functions. Rather, they should perform planning functions keeping in mind the limitations of planning, and they must try to overcome those limitations to have the success and to achieve the objectives set by them. Thank you.